Evening, everyone. It's 5:48 on Wednesday, February the 2nd, Groundhog's Day, and not a good day for the groundhog, or for us for that matter. Okay, so we started off early with the ADP miss. It was minus 301,000 versus a plus 200,000 expected, so that kind of put some of the markets, gave it a little bit of a pause. But we did close up on the day, and after just hanging around up to down to up to down, the Dow finished up 224.09 or 63 basis points. The Nasdaq, which was a little weaker, still closed up 71.54 or a half of a percent. The S&P was the strongest of those, and it finished up 42.84 or 0.94%. The Russell, on the other hand, was down 21 or a little over 1%, and that was the big mover of the day and the big loser of the day. And the transports added another 130 or 0.8 of a percent. The VIX was 2209, and that was up 13 cents. Unusual to have the VIX up at all with the indexes up. It wasn't much, but I think it may be meaningful when you look at the internals and you see that we were 1.3 to 1 down on the NYSE. We were a solid 2 to 1 down on NASDAQ, and volume was 4.5 billion, which was just equal to yesterday. So we had the Google news last night. This is kind of interesting because it just shows you how these things trade as a group. Google closed the day at 2960, up 207 or 7.5%. Then Facebook and Spotify reported, and the last on Google is 2914. That's $46 lower, still up 161 or 5.8%. PayPal, which was a miss, still closed 132.57 after trading into the 120s, down 43 and a quarter or 25% after the Facebook and Spotify misses. 129.75 down 46.05 or 26%. So nothing overwhelming there, but lower nonetheless. So Facebook and Spotify both miss. Facebook had closed 323, up $4, and this is what it looked like after the close. Made a low of 244. The last right now is 248, 249 even, down 70, and 70 is down 22%, 21.97%. The other one was Spotify, which also was down. It wasn't as bad as the others, but it had closed 191.92, down 11.75% after the earnings came, and the guidance traded all the way down from 191 to trade 147.90. The last right now is 171. It's regained a little bit of the loss, but it is still solidly lower. This would be a new recent closing low. This one is 171.32. We're 171 right now. So not a good day for these things. They have been overpriced, and frankly, they disappointed on growth. What didn't disappoint today was nat gas, up almost 16% again. So we were long in here. We got out on this day, and it continued to rally. We spent 2 days going sideways, and then we burst straight up through that recent high of 487.90, and this high over here at 490. We closed 550 today, up 75 cents, 16%. Oil traded as high as 89.72, but closed back down at 88.26. That was still up 6 cents on the day. The one position that we have that I'm pretty pleased about actually is the gold. Gold's closed up $8.80 today, but more importantly, it managed to get above yesterday's high, and I told you I really wanted to see it. Yesterday's high was 1809.70. I said I wanted to see it close above 1810. I know that this doesn't look like a lot, but it is a slightly lower low and a slightly higher high, and closed above yesterday's entire range. It may still be a problem at 1818 to 1820, 1825, but our position is long some GLD calls. They're right here. We paid 128 for them. They closed 175, up 9 cents today after trading as high as $1.97. So I'm pretty pleased with that. The silver doing basically the same thing. Um, it goes back and forth with the gold and the silver, one being up a little more than the other, but as long as they're both moving in the right direction, it pleases me. More importantly, the leader of the group tends to be platinum, and the platinum has had a couple of very strong days and was never down as much as the gold. As you can see, the gold is down here trying to get through all this. The platinum is completely through it, pulled back down the end of last week on Thursday, I guess. No, that was Friday. Actually pulled all the way back to 990, but managed to close at 1,006 and has just moved higher. This green line is the 200-day MA, and I think if we can close above that on Friday, we'll be in good shape. The obvious best close would be above this 1,050 spot 8. So there you have it. Tomorrow we have ISM non-manufacturing, we have claims, initial and continuing, we have factory orders, fourth quarter productivity and labor costs, and I expect productivity to be down a little, and I expect labor costs to be up a little, and the market service PMIs. So I'll be back in the morning. Have a good evening, everyone.